Hello, Kool-Ace, and welcome to the Undefeated channel. We've got another episode of Wake Up and Barça live Barcelona news coming at you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here from the Undefeated channel. In today's episode, we'll be talking silly me words. Hang on, even though it's the afternoon, I just took a nap, so I gotta wake up a little bit. A little bit of caffeine always helps. Anyway, in today's episode, we'll be taking a look at the upcoming match versus Elche that's happening tomorrow morning. We will be doing a live watch-along, but before we get to that, we'll be going over lineups, predictions, going over a full match preview, plus whatever else comes up conversationally. You know that's what we do here on the Undefeated channel. We cheer on the Blaugrana. We connect with our fellow Kool-Ace. That is all happening right here on today's episodes. But before we get into any of that, let's kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the Undefeated Mustache John.
All right, like I said, my friends, we are here to talk about Barcelona versus Elche. Let's take a look at the squad list. We got just about everybody available to us except for Sergi Roberto. He's the only one with a minor injury. So in just a few moments, we will be going over lineups, predictions, doing a full match preview for Barcelona versus Elche. That, of course, is going to be happening. Let me bring up the correct tab here. Barcelona versus Elche. Bring that right over here. That is happening 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That, of course, is my time zone. Convert that for yours wherever you're watching from around the world. Come back and hang out with us for the live watch-along. I'll be doing the play-by-play, the match commentary. You won't miss any of the action. And, of course, the best part, you get to cheer on the Blaugrana with your fellow Kool-Ace. That's going to be happening again 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when we're live. But before any of that happens, take a moment before we get into the match preview. Hit that thumbs up button. Drop a little like. Show me some love. I would really appreciate it. Puts a smile on my face when we see those likes go up. Helps the channel grow. Gets the algorithm going so some new eyes are on the channel. We are on our road to 10,000. You can do your part right now by hitting that thumbs up button, and I would appreciate it, my friends. With that out of the way, let's get back to talking Barcelona versus Elche. And first, let's take a look at their previous results, because I think this is actually important. If we go back to last season, we played them in December, a thrilling 3-2 victory, late goal from Nico. And I just want to take a look at the lineup for perspective purposes. Look at this. Hang on. Jump to the right tab here. Ter Stegen, of course. Defense, not so shabby. We had Araujo, Garcia, Langley, and Jordi Alba. We had Busquets, Frankie de Jong, and Gavi getting the start, which is nice. But our front three was Dembele, Jukla, and Abde. If you can remember back to last season, just again to note how far we've come. At this point last year, we were promoting Barça B players. We were putting defenders up at wingers in the attack. We have come so far. So even though we're coming off of a disappointing result in Munich, we've come a long way. We should be holding our heads high. We should be proud of our boys. We've got a lot to be excited about. A lot to be excited about. So again, that was a thrilling 3-2 victory. We played them again in March, and it was another tight one. Required a late winner, a penalty this time from Memphis Depay in a 2-1 victory. Javier Pastore sent off in that one late. So it's not going to be easy. 1-goal victories the last 2 times we played them. We'll be marching in again this Saturday, 10:15 a.m. Eastern. Convert that for your time zone. Next, we're going to go over lineups. We're going to go over predictions. But before we do that, let me turn to the chat. Let me say what's up to the Stash Squad. See how everybody's doing, how we're feeling about this one. Then we will go over our official lineups and predictions. But let me turn to the chat, see how everybody's doing. Good afternoon to the Stash Squad. See who we got in here with us. Mark, how we doing, sir? Says, if we win the treble this season, you should cut your hair. Absolutely not. Not going to happen. I'm not putting that kind of bet on these lovely locks. Not going to happen, my friends. Love the idea. Appreciate it, but no. Javier, how we doing? Let me scroll back up just to see who's in here with us. Again, if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the channel so you can be part of the conversation with me and your fellow Kool-Ace. We got Rajat in the house. We've got It's Abdal in the house. How you doing, sir? Winston is here with us. JE, hello, hello. Sem FCT. We got Greg. We've got Winston. I believe I said that already. How we doing, friends? Again, just scrolling through. Connor's in the house. What's up, brother? Prince, hello, hello. We got a lot of the regulars here, like I said. Ovi, how we doing? Prince says, is there hair in your coffee today? Not yet. Not yet. But with the number of times that I run my hair through it, it'll happen. It'll happen eventually. Oh, that was a close one, actually. Got one on my wrist. It almost went right into my coffee. So no, not on there just yet. Ay, 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 ay. Ovi says, I know everyone has said this already, but that shirt is looking too good on you, Sensei. Oh, well, thank you so much. Thank you very much. You have the lovely Busquets on the back. Glad you all appreciate it. I appreciate you all tuning in for this match overview. Let's go ahead and dive into lineups for Barcelona hosting Elche. Let's get the correct button. There we go. Lineups for Barcelona versus Elche. The only injured player not available on the 23-man roster, like I mentioned earlier, is Sergi Roberto. Lonely Sergi Roberto out there by himself. He's not going to be available, but we do have plenty of talent available for Saturday's match. Again, come hang out with us for the live watch-along party. We'll be live 10 minutes before kickoff. We'll reiterate the lineups. We'll go over predictions. It'll be a good time. We'll get the energy going before the match so we can support the Blaugrana, have some good conversation. Come hang out with us. Anyway, I digress. Starting lineup. You know it's going to start with the trusty Ter Stegen. This is his season. I am on repeat calling out that Ter Stegen is back. Despite losing the mano-a-mano battle against Manuel Neuer, we're wiping that one off. Ter Stegen is on fire this year. Clean sheet after clean sheet. He continues to impress. He continues to get the start. In front of him, I'm going Balde on the left and Bellerin on the right. Now, we're going to have some healthy debate about this. This is a great opportunity for Xavi to rotate the lineup. However, we got an international break coming up. So how much does he want to stray away from his regular 11? I'm not sure. Because of that break, that's going to be a lengthy time when we don't have a match. So he might want to stick to something closer to his starting 11 with some rotations. So stay with me here. Center back pairing. I'm going with Koundé and Christensen. Araujo, he's been in pretty much every match. I think he maybe takes a break in this one. Could be wrong, all right? Maybe it's Araujo in at center back and it's Koundé at right back. Eric Garcia also deserves some minutes. However, I'm going to keep circling back because there's a lot of options and I'm going to go back and forth. I'm going to keep circling back to Xavi is probably going to go with something that is close to his starting 11, his go-to starting 11. So I continue on. Of course, it's Sergi Busquets. Of course, it's Sergi Busquets. Could be a good opportunity to rotate him, but again, international break coming up. I hate to keep repeating myself, but this is the theme. This is the theme. Playing along Sergi Busquets. I think Pedri needs to shake off those two misses in front of Manuel Neuer. I think he needs to come out hot. Think he needs some assists, some goals, something to get his mind off of those two misses against Manuel Neuer. So I think he gets the start, and I think he's going to be playing alongside Gavi. I would love it if it was Frankie de Jong in this one. However, Gavi, fresh ink on a new contract signed until 2026. Very exciting news. I don't think there's any way he stays on the bench for this one. I think he gets the start. I think he plays well. Again, I would love to see Frankie de Jong out there. He did get 90 minutes against Cadiz. However, I think this is the midfield three we're going with. Sergi Busquets, Pedri, Gavi, starting against Elche. Front three. This one's an easy one. Another man who needs to shake off that Munich match. He had his opportunities. He didn't take advantage. A lot of people are pointing to the psychology, his mental state, being back in Munich, back in the Allianz Arena, taking on his club of 8 years. Might be some validity to that. So let's get him in the starting lineup. Let's get that loss off, shake it off, get it away from us, move forward with positivity, with goals, starting with Lewandowski. Alongside him, again, Xavi, international break coming up. I'm going to repeat it a third time. International break coming up. You want your go-to starting 11 to get some time before that break happens. So it's going to be Dembele and it's going to be Rafinha. Both of them have some making up to do after that match against Munich. I was not impressed by either's performance. Rafinha, his attitude was there. He was at least running at Alonso Davies, doing his best. It's not his fault that Alonso Davies is world class. But Dembele disappeared, shelled up. I want to see him turn around. I want to see good things against Elche. That leaves the bench, of course. Whoops. Which I meant to reveal, and apparently I didn't. Hang on 1 second. Oh, you silly goose. Let me pull this up. I'll get it. Don't you worry. I will get it. Man alive. Thought I had it. No, I got it. We're good here. No? All right. I thought I had it right. Hang on 1 sec, folks. Man alive. Reset the counter. Errors galore. If I do this. There we go. That works. Full reveal. There's the bench. We got Jordi Alba, Marcos Alonso, Pablo Torre, Inaki Peña, Kessié, Piqué, who is struggling for playing time, Eric Garcia, who arguably deserves more, Araujo, who might get the start. Could have that one wrong. Full disclosure, might be wrong about that one. Frankie de Jong, Memphis Depay, Ferran Torres, and Ansu Fati, who is still not 90 minutes match fit. He's inching his way closer. I think everyone was maybe a little bit too optimistic. We got ahead of ourselves. We're seeing flashes of what Ansu Fati can bring to the table, but it's in 15, 20-minute chunks. It's not the 90 minutes that we're looking forward to. So, this is the starting 11 that I'm predicting Xavi will go with when we host Elche this Saturday. Let me know in the chat or in the comments if you're watching down on replay. What would you change? What did I get right? What would I get wrong? What do we think about this starting 11? And predictions-wise, I'm going 4-0 Barcelona. It's hard to not go with the Barcelona trend. It just seems to be where we're landing this time around. We're getting lots of goals. The clean sheets are there now that Ter Stegen is back in form. There's no reason why we can't get at least a couple goals from Lewandowski, maybe one from Rafinha and one from Xavi to celebrate that new contract. That brings it up to 4. So I'm going 4-0 for Barcelona. Barcelona all day long. Make sure you tune in for the live watch along to see if I'm right or wrong. Let me know your predictions down in the comments. This is where I will turn to the chat. Keep the conversation going. What do you think about the starting 11? What do you think about predictions? Let's keep the conversation going, culés. What do we think? Rajat says, why a weak team? I wouldn't call this a weak team, my friend. Yes, some substitutions, some rotations, but defense forward, we got to go to 11 here from what I think. Ryan Munoz, how we doing, sir? Welcome back. Good to see ya. Says, I feel like we shouldn't play Gavi and Pedri against big teams because we don't have much defensive recovery like De Jong or Kessié. That's a fair point, and I appreciate that sentiment. There's something about the combo of Pedri, Gavi, Busquets. Xavi really likes it, really enjoys it. So that's what we're going to see. For me, the ones that I'm hesitant and I'm kind of questioning, left back, Jordi Alba has quite a fall from grace. Right now, Xavi is seeing him as third option behind Alonso and Balde. I've seen on Twitter earlier, apparently Ernesto Verde is still seeing Jordi Alba as the number 1 option. It's just kind of curious what's going on there. But Jordi Alba, Piqué, not getting any time. We'll see. So anyway, the ones that I'm questioning. Christensen, Bellerin may or may not get time. It might be Garcia and Araujo in there. But I think I got the midfield right. I think I got the forwards right. Ferran Torres has been getting plenty of time. Memphis is only going to be there for desperate situations when we want to give Lewandowski some rest. And this isn't one of those matches. So for those reasons, I'm sticking with this starting 11. Let's get some predictions going as well for this Elche match. Again, I'm going 4-0 to Barcelona. We do have a poll going right now. If you want to participate in that way, the poll is live. What is your prediction for Barcelona versus Elche? Barça win, Elche win, or a draw? As I sip on my Americano, you know that is a staple of this channel. We run on caffeine. Eventually, my friends, eventually, when we get to sponsors, a little caffeine sponsor, maybe a mug sponsor. I know Embra's on my short list. I've been enjoying their products, but we'll see. We'll get to all that. We'll get to all that. Short list. We want to get a Discord going on this channel. I know the Culés want to stay connected. The Stash Squad, I should say. If you want to be a part of the Stash Squad, all you got to do is subscribe, turn on notifications, come hang out with us when we're live. We do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We are just now, thanks to the feedback from the channel, changing up the times a bit. In my mind, I thought the most important thing would be consistent. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, always at 7 a.m. But it turns out, based off of the feedback and the numbers that I'm seeing, we're good switching up the times a bit. So schedule allowing, I'm going to do some more afternoon, maybe even some evening episodes. If I keep doing evening episodes, I might change it to Barça before bed. So then we have wake up in Barça if it's the AM, Barça before bed if it's the PM, and kind of go from there. Let me know what else you want to see on this channel, though, because this is very much community-based. I started this channel because I wanted to connect with my fellow Culés, have some good conversation while we cheer on the Blaugrana. That's what it's all about here. I was kind of tired of just sitting on the couch watching these games on my own, telling my wife all of my thoughts about Barcelona. She's happy to hear it. Don't get me wrong. She's very knowledgeable because of the years of just ear beatings that I have given her. But she's also very happy that I have this community. So thank you all for coming and spending some time with me. I do appreciate it. And let's once again turn to the chat as the predictions come rolling in. Ahmed, how we doing, sir? Winston also saying 4-0 to Barcelona. Goal from Lewandowski, brace from Lewandowski, Pedri and Gavi on the score sheet. Ahmed says, I'm saying Fati over Rafinha for this match. Again, yes, but I don't know if he'll start because he's not 90 minutes match fit. He's not even 45 minutes match fit yet, from what my understanding is. Excuse me, burps. So I'm not against it. More Ansu Fati, I vote yes. I'm just not sure if he's match fit ready for that action yet. Let's keep the predictions going, my friend. I'm very curious what your thoughts are for this upcoming match versus Elche. Mark says 4-0 Lewandowski with all 4 goals. I would love to see it. That would be quite a response to his struggles against Bayern Munich. Sem says, for me, Gavi over Frankie already. Gavi puts in so much more effort, can press better, is better offensively, and is equal in dribbling. Only thing Gavi lacks is physicality. Fair, but it's getting hard to compare Frankie and Gavi. They're becoming 2 very different players. Very different players. Both have energy, but applied in different ways. Gavi is just an engine, a bulldog, a rabid animal, a Wolverine. De Jong's a little bit more tactical. He's a little bit more mature. He's going to use his energy to track back for those lung-busting runs, to dribble forward on the counterattack, whereas Gavi does it in little bursts, those little 50-50 challenges. Gavi's just going all out any chance that he gets. So different in the way that their engines tick, all right? Also in their playing style. I see Gavi as a little bit more offensive, Frankie de Jong as a little bit more defensive, but overall, both box-to-box players. Yes, Gavi, being as young as he is, will still grow into his physicality a little bit, and I'm very curious to see what kind of impact that has on his play, those shoulder-to-shoulder challenges. I think he'll start to win a few more of those. But I don't know, it's getting harder and harder to compare the two because they're very different players. So it really just comes down to who fits the need for today, who is playing better during the week in training, who is well rested. That's really what it's going to come down to. And then who's our opponent? Do we need someone who's going to be able to mark a little bit more, track back defensively, or do we want that offensive spark, that creativity? Because listen, for as good as Frankie is in most areas of the pitch, in front of goal, Frankie de Jong, he's looking to pass to somebody else, even if he's not even one-on-one, even if it's just wide open net. Frankie very often is looking to get rid of it to somebody else, whereas Gavi is a little bit more goal-oriented, goal-focused. So it depends on our opponent, depends on how they're playing, depends on match fitness. Just my 2 cents on the starting lineup and the De Jong versus Gavi debate. All right, let's keep the conversation going, though. Let's get our match predictions in. And again, let me know what you would maybe change about the starting 11, or do you like it? Are we in agreement here? Prince says Kessié should start with De Jong and Gavi. That's a wicked midfield. I would love to see it, and I hope we do see that eventually, but I don't think it's going to be today. Ryan Munoz says, I still love how we have under 20-year-old controlling the big games while having world-class Kessié and De Jong. It's amazing. Amen to that. Ahmed says 5-0, Lewandowski with 2, Rafinha with 1, and Dembele with 2. That'd be nice to see. Does Dembele have... Yes, Dembele has some goals this season. I was going to ask if he had one yet, but he does. Little brain fart. Chris E., how we doing, sir? It's good to see ya. Says, who needs Kane when we have Lewandowski? Amen to that for now, but let's not be too short-sighted. If we had an opportunity to sign Kane, let's do that. Let's make that happen for sure. But we are far from time to talk transfers, of course. As much as a lot of the media and journalists still want to talk about transfers, I saw there's some leaked kits for next season. It's like, already with this? We've got one international break coming up, and you're already so bored, so out of stories that we got to leak kits for next season. It's September, people. It's September. Stop it. You stop that nonsense. My goodness, come up with something better. Anyway, Mike, how we doing, sir? Says, I would prefer a Frankie start so that he can begin developing more leadership skills. Fair point. I like it. I do like that when Frankie's getting rotated in, he's getting some time in that defensive mid, that pivot role. I think that's important, but it's going to be splitting time with Gavi all season long. That's what's happening, folks. That's what's happening, Carol Baskin. Greg says Lewandowski would want 100 million plus, or excuse me, Levy would want 100 million plus for Kane. Where did this Kane conversation come up? Who brought this up? Why are we talking about Kane all of a sudden? Anyway, Winston says Lewandowski is going to score tomorrow. Fist bump icons. That's some sort of guarantee, I think. Winston, I hope you're right, good sir. I'm in support. Prince asks, what's your opinion on the leaked white jersey for next season? All right, I wasn't going to talk about it, but since it's out there, we'll go Barcelona leaked 2023 kit. Might have to jump on Twitter for this, actually. We'll see here. No, let's get on to the Twitterverse. It's hilarious how Twitter has better news than Google. Barcelona 2023 kit. Maybe I gotta search 2024. Nope. Here we go. This will do. All right. What do I think of this? I think that this is journalists, content creators having a little bit of a lull after the Munich match, after a week of Champions League. It's not a huge match coming up against Elche, and it's September, people, is what I think about this. It's September of 2022, and we are looking at a leaked image of next year's kit. You know what I'm saying? So for me, this is just kind of a repeat of what we saw last season. The current third kit that we have with the red and blue cross that has a gray base, that was leaked last year with a white base, and the fans went bananas. Oh my God, Barcelona wearing a white kit. This is insane. What are we, Madristas now? Oh my gosh. And then turned out it was gray. But I think what happened was content creators, journalists noted the response to the white kit. And so now here we are again, another year later, a little lull in the conversation. And so we leak this kit. I'm not biting. I don't think Barcelona are going to wear a white kit. It doesn't make any sense for why we would. Our biggest rivals are known as Los Blancos. We've only done it once. I believe it was a keeper kit back in like 1971 or something like that. So I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. It's a fine kit, but it's plain. It's boring. There's nothing going on. Nothing whatsoever. There's nothing to get excited about here. Now, I did see some leaked home kits. Yeah, I did see the leaked home kit. This is fine. I'm okay with this home kit. That's pretty sick, actually. I like that. But the away kit, why? Plain white? Why? What does that do? What does that do for anybody besides stir up conversation. No need for it. So if this is our home kit for next season, cool. Away kit, not so much. Thumbs up home kit, thumbs down away kit. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, what else we got? Chrissy says, I want Alonso to start. I think he played fantastic last game. One mistake, but it was a big one. Just let Lucas Hernandez walk right in for that goal off of the corner. So it was a big mistake, but I will give it to you. Outside of that, he had a pretty good match. Outside of that one big mistake. Ahmad said 5-0 to Barca, Lewandowski 3, Dembele 1, Pedri 1 for redemption. I think I read that already. Let me scroll down, see what's going on here. It's Abdal says, maybe that kit will give us more luck on winning the Champions League. Get out of here. Good joke, Abdal. Get out of here. Mike Aragon says, more Ter Stegen impersonations tomorrow, please. You've got it. Absolutely. I will do my best to throw in Ter Stegen impersonations and others if they come to mind. I'll do what I can for you. What else we got going on, folks? What other questions do we have from the chat? We've done a full match preview now. We've talked about Barcelona versus Elche. We've gone over the potential starting 11. We've talked a little bit about predictions. So now it's open, folks. Whatever you want to talk about. We've got quite a few people hanging out with us. I know we've got some new folks. Maybe we can get some people to give themselves a little shout out. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know in the chat. We got folks from all over the world watching. We got culés around the globe coming together to support the Blaugrana. We do it right here on the Undefeated channel. We're here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday covering news. We're here for all the Barcelona matches, giving commentary, supporting the Blaugrana. Give yourself a little shout out. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to know. I'm here streaming, I should say, from Ohio in the United States. Rajat says, do I do UFC? I do not do UFC. No, I do not. I do practice jiu-jitsu. A good time. I'll get in a competition here and there, and I love watching UFC, but I'm no cage fighter by any means. Abdal from Virginia. Glad to see it. Ahmed from Egypt. Right on. Already. We're going global, folks. Roger from Tobago. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Tobago. Rajat, how we doing, sir? Sem from the Netherlands. Love to see it. Chris says, I wonder if Callado has a clause that means he can't play against us. Nah, I think he'll be good. I think it's only in, what is it? I always forget. It's either Champions League or Premier League where you can't play against your parent club. It's one of those two. But La Liga, I'm pretty sure you can. So we will probably be going up against Collado tomorrow. Collado. Say words, John. Probably going up against Collado tomorrow. That is probably going to happen. That's Fire JJ watching from Mozambique. Fantastic. Mark says, who is your potential Lewandowski replacement? I know he's still going to start. I know he's going to start strong. I know he's still going strong, but at some point we have to find his successor. Yes, we do, but I think we got 2 good years out of Lewandowski. This year and next year. So we'll see what happens. Might be that Lionel Messi comes back for another year or two, and that buys us a couple more years. Go ahead, say it. Might be Mbappe. You guys, I've got this feeling. I just have this sneaky feeling that Mbappe is never going to go to Madrid. That in 2 years, it might make sense that Mbappe comes to Barcelona. And I know, some of you right now are like, oh, but Mbappe is a jerk. He pushed Serginho Dest and he said something mean to him when we played him. I don't care. I literally do not care. If Mbappe is at all interested in Barcelona, bring him in. Okay, so I know this is wild. I know that this is pure speculation, but there's something in my gut telling me that there's a reason why Mbappe and Madrid didn't work out this year. And it could be partly that he wants to finish up his time at PSG with Lionel Messi, with Neymar, but also maybe he didn't want to write off other clubs by going to Madrid. Who knows? Speculation. Pure pure speculation here on the Undefeated channel. But sometimes you gotta shoot your shot. You know what I mean? Anyway, keep the shout outs going. Let me know where you're watching from. Keep the questions coming in the chat, my friends. I'm loving the Q&A we got going on here. Ovi says, it's 2 a.m. here, brother, but can't miss a stream if I'm free. Hashtag Stash Squad. Amen to that, Ovi. Love when you're here. Love the support. Prince says, Real will try to go for Haaland. Well, maybe. If Haaland continues the success that he has at City, wins a Champions League, who knows? Maybe he gets bored in a couple years and wants another challenge. Who knows? Neo Premium, how we doing, sir? Good to see ya. Says Real Madrid don't want Mbappe anymore. He's a rat. So yeah, maybe that relationship is spoiled. Maybe he wants to come over to the Blaugrana side of Spain. Who knows? Who knows? But I think a Lewandowski replacement, if I was a betting man, I would say it's somebody whose name we do not know yet. I would say that Lewandowski's replacement right now is some 19-year-old forward down in Brazil that we just don't know of yet. Hasn't quite hit our radar. That's what I'm thinking. You heard it here first, folks. We'll see. We shall see. Fabrice, how we doing, sir? I've been seeing your comments on the videos. I do appreciate that. And that's a reminder for everybody else. If you're watching this on replay, if you're watching any of the videos on replay, leave your comments. I do see them. I do like to respond to them. Keep that conversation going in that way. Says Haaland or Vlahovic would also be awesome. Verts in the midfield. Vlahovic could be an option. We'll see what he continues to do at Juventus. Again, 2 years from now is a long time. We got Lewandowski for this year. I think next year he'll also be just fine up top. But by the end of next year, we'll want to start at least setting our sights, having an idea of where we'd like to go with things. That's for sure. Chris says if you keep it at this, I can't even read that. If you keep it at Thistle, I'll have to start calling it Barça in bed. Oh, if you keep it at this time. Okay, sorry. Sometimes I read the word wrong. Sometimes it's typos. It happens. We're going to mix it up. We're going to mix up the times. We've been doing this show now in particular, Wake Up in Barça, for just over a year. We started in like May of 2021, and it's always been Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7 a.m., but I did a poll recently where 60-something% of you said, hey, let's change up those times. Let's make sure it's not always 7 a.m. So I love starting my day with you all, and it might turn you into a case where like we do a short stream to start the day and we do a more involved one later, multiple streams, who knows. But for right now, we're going to mix up the times, so it'll still be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but we'll change up the times, sometimes 7 a.m., sometimes late morning, sometimes afternoon, burps, sometimes evening time, and that's when we will maybe start introducing Barça before bed or Barça bedtime stories. I like that. Ooh, I like that a lot. Barça bedtime stories. Trademarked. You can't steal it. Barça bedtime stories, all right? That's going to start happening on this channel. Make sure you're Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Turn on notifications so you do know when we're live. Now that we're doing different times, all the more important to have those notifications turned on. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and drop a like. I would appreciate it. I'm going to take a look. We've got 283 likes, but we've got over 400 viewers right now. Let's see if we can at least get it over 300. That should be easy. We're at 283. Let's see if just in the next 10 seconds we can get it over 300. That would actually, I would be tickled. If we can get 17 likes in the next 10 seconds, that would be incredible. If we went from 283 up to 300, because we've got over 400 people watching right now. So if by the time my impromptu counter hits 0 and I go and look at refresh, if we're at 300, it's going to be pretty amazing. Here we go. I'm going to refresh it, see where we're at here, and 286. Okay, that didn't go as well. That didn't go as well as planned. Maybe some of you are a little bit slow on the trigger. It happens. It totally happens. Let's keep that going. I'll check back in just a second. But it really does help the channel out. You might think it's a small thing. You might think it's meaningless. But every time you hit that thumbs up button, every time you participate in the chat, leave a comment, it helps the algorithm pick up on this channel, get some more eyes, continues to grow. Like I said, we are on our road to 10,000 viewers. Subscribers. We are on our road to 10,000 subscribers. I started this channel in 2019, right here in this very room. You can still go back and see my first video. It's terrible. I'm pretty sure it starts out with me leaning through the door and going, hey babe, I'm going to live stream this match, okay? I'm pretty sure it started out like that. Plain, boring. It's literally bare bones streaming, okay? But I started it because I love Barcelona. I love them to my core. They bring me so much passion and joy in my life. It's one of the few things that gets my heart rate up. I've got goosebumps right now. Look at that. Just hang on. Do it. Focus on my arm. Do it. Focus on my arm. I've got goosebumps right now just talking about how much I love Barcelona. It's some of the most joyful, exciting, passionate moments of my life. I digress. I want you all to be a part of this community. I want you all to be a part of this journey. Okay? My love for Barcelona, my love for connecting with people from around the world, that's why I started this channel. So subscribe, come hang out, connect with your fellow culés. It is a crazy world out there. I say this all the time, but it is worth repeating. It is a crazy world out there. There's all types of conflict. There's plenty of reason for us to have those conflicts. But what I want here is a place for people to come together, to enjoy good football and good conversation. Honestly, you don't even have to be a culés. You don't even have to be a Barcelona supporter. We've got Man United, Bayern Munich, Frankfurt. We've got Real Madrid fans in here, for Christ's sake, all right? Good football, good conversation. That's what it's all about here. We support the badge. We support each other. Doesn't matter where you're from, where you were born, what you believe in, how you identify. Good football, good conversation. If that's what you're into, then this is the place for you. So come join me on our road to 10,000 subscribers. Again, we are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the Undefeated channel, plus Barcelona matches, which we do have coming up this Saturday. Elche versus Barcelona. Folks, I hope you come and hang out with us for the live watch along. I'll be starting just a few minutes before kickoff. We'll go over the starting 11, which will be released by then. Plus, we'll reiterate our predictions. I'm going Barcelona. I'm going Barcelona for this one, folks. We scroll down and look at the table going into it. Barcelona could temporarily, at least, let's see who Madrid are playing this weekend, actually. Oh, my friends. Oh, yes, indeed. Atletico Madrid hosting Real Madrid this Sunday. So, what does that mean? That means Barcelona could temporarily, on Saturday, go into first place, and then just hypothetically speaking, Real Madrid could go into Atleti on Sunday and, I don't know, lose. And then Barcelona will start October in first place. Yes. Give it to me. That's what I want to have happen. Barcelona 4-0 versus Elche. Real Madrid stumbles away against Atletico Madrid. Barcelona start October in first place, and we never look back. That's my predictions. Tune in this Saturday to see if it happens. I love you all very much. We're going to wrap up. I'll turn to the chat one more time, see if we got any more questions. We'll start wrapping up here, folks. Another show in the books. Barcelona versus Elche match preview. Love it. The Classic 75 says, I thought there were no streams this Friday. I'm glad I caught the live, even though it's close to ending. Yes, so I didn't even mention this. Sorry, I probably should have said it, because on Wednesday I was saying maybe live, maybe not. Turns out I got a little bit sick. I got maybe strep throat. I'm hoping not, but I got some swollen glands, a little bit of a fever. I'm glad nobody noticed. I'm glad nobody was like, John, you sound sick. Why do you look so shitty? So I'm glad nobody noticed. but you might hear I'm a little bit congested. I've got a little bit of a swollen throat, swollen glands, a little bit of a fever. So I had to hang back this weekend. My wife is out of town. I miss her greatly, but I'm here with my pups, which means we got to do this stream and we get to do the live stream tomorrow against Elche. Let me close out the poll here asking what you believe the match results are going to be for Barcelona versus Elche. 89% of you predicting a Barcelona win. I love to see it. I'm with you in that one. Again, I'm going 4-0 for Barcelona. 88% of you said Barca win. 7% of you said Elche win. And 4% of you said a match draw. We'll see. We shall see. Anyway, we got a lot of new folks here. I know we got a lot of new folks. I don't know. Let me just, full disclosure here. Full disclosure. For those of you that are regulars on this stream, you know that we typically have somewhere around 30, 40, 50 people hanging out for the live streams. This time we've got like 400. So I'm sure something popped. I'm being advertised or suggested either on Barcelona's YouTube channel or Talk FCB's YouTube channel or somebody big. Maybe somebody gave me a shout out. I don't know. Maybe it was Marca or Pablo or one of my other friends from the channel. I'm not sure. However, I know we got a lot of new people here watching this live stream. So, one more time, subscribe to the channel. Come hang out with us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We talk Barcelona news. We have a little bit of caffeine. We start our day in a positive way. What we do here on this channel, we support the badge. We support each other. So subscribe, turn on notifications, come back and hang out for Elche versus Barcelona. That's happening tomorrow. Boy, I don't want to walk away. I almost don't want to walk away. I got other things I got to do, but I almost don't want to walk away. I got so many people watching right now. But I got to do it. I got to walk away. I got other things I got to do. I love you all. So come back and hang out. How about that? Promise me that. Since it's hard for me to walk away, come back and hang out with me tomorrow, okay? I will see you then, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in for this Barcelona versus Elche match preview. I hope to see you for the live watch along. Until then, go out and do great things. Do positive things. High fives and hugs for whoever wants them. I love you all very much. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride. Mwah.